Well, Gaffer, we look ahead now to Saturday, back to the ReachTV Stadium where we will face Weymouth. How's the week of preparation been?
Excellent, really good week. We brushed Saturday under the carpet very quickly, and the boys come in Monday, and we're in good spirits, and rightly so. I think watching the game back from Saturday, I don't think it was a 3-1 game. I don't think we were great, but when you actually look at the actual chances created for both teams, there's nothing in it. Probably my disappointment as of Saturday was I think the 3 goals were 3 big errors from us. I open my you accept if people open you up and score great goals against you, and it's good play, but we've conceded 3 errors, which we don't do, so that was more of the frustration, but it's gone, it's done. I think the big thing for me is, and I keep saying it, is perspective with this group of players. Lost 3 games in 24, which is an absolute joke. So all credit goes to them. Every time they've had a punch on the nose, they've bounced back. So I've got all faith, all belief that they'll do the same. And I'm just excited, to be honest with you. I think we got 5 games left. If someone would have said this point last season, fast forward a year and you're going to be chasing for promotion, I think we all would have took it. I think the big thing for me is, and especially coming out of Saturday, because I've seen tension in a little bit of tension in the group on Saturday, which I don't want, because we all want to get promoted. If we can win a league, it's amazing. If we do it in the playoffs, it's fun. If we don't, it's not the end of the world, and that's the way we have to look at it, because there's so many people at this point will be putting so much pressure on. I know the supporters will, the players will, even the staff will, and I think it's my job to make sure that people understand where we're at, because we're on a journey, we're on a process. The worst case scenario, we don't get promoted. It's not the end of the world. No one's died. We just go and win it next season. So when you put things into perspective, it gives you freedom. And we have to play with freedom. If we play with tension and worry and nerves, we're not very good. We're a young group, and this young group has to believe how good they are, and believe how good they are when they play free.
I was curious to ask as well, not just last game, but the few games before that. At this point in the season, is there still lessons to be learnt from these results and from these games? Or is it just doing what we know we should be doing at this point in the season?
No, massive lessons. Massive lessons. And I think it's a cliche, isn't it, that people say you're always learning, but this season has been unbelievable learning for me personally and for this group, because people forget that we are a totally new group to what we were last season, and I wouldn't necessarily say I'm learning about players, because I think I know each one of them now inside out as people and players, but in terms of possibly situations, environments, games, I've learnt a lot, and I've took a lot, and that's held me in good stead moving forward, and looking to the last 5 games, and if it's beyond that, looking at that, I've learnt a lot for what I believe we will need. So no, 100% learning is still taking place massively.
Weymouth Saturday, they're a team who, if they don't get a result against us, they could be relegated on Saturday. Is there anything more scary than a team who have to win at all costs?
No, I've said it before, they're the worst games. I think if they would have had this manager in, if they would have had Fino in earlier, they wouldn't be in this position, because they've picked up some great results. They're playing really well. Performances have been really good. Unfortunately, sometimes that's the way football goes. We were in the same situation last season. We were just fortunate to turn it around, but this is going to be a really tough game. If anybody thinks we're going to turn up and just overrun them and outplay them, they're going to be sorely mistaken. This is going to be a tough game where we're going to have to be at our best. We're going to have to give the best version of us, and if we do that, like I say, against anyone, we'll beat anyone. I truly believe that. I think when we play like we do, it's hard to stop us. The thing that we have to do is do that. If we don't do that, then we're just another average team in the National League South. So we know what makes us tick. We've had some really good days this week. We've had some good meetings, be it in the group, be it individually, and we're really clear on what we stand for. And when we come away from that, we're an average team. But when we stick to that, we're a very strong team.
Well, just finally, you might have seen in the week there's a promotion for this game that season ticket holders can bring a friend for free. How crucial is it going to be that each and every one of those season ticket holders do bring a friend along?
100%. I think I've said it before, Kai, and I think at this stage of the season, this club's not been in this position very often. It's not chased a promotion very often. It's fought to get in the playoffs. We said it a couple of weeks ago. The last promotion was like 4,000 years ago. And we want this to be a common thing for this football club. My dream for this football club is that every season we're fighting for success on different angles. And if you can't get to the game at this point, or you can't bring your friends and your family to this point, then I think you need to have a look at yourself, because if you're a supporter, these are the exciting times. I think for us as a football club at the minute, there's a lot going on the pitch and off the pitch. I know season tickets are going out. We've got the big game next week against Worthing that... with it being a local derby, they're going to bring unbelievable fans. And my thing is to our supporters for the next, especially these next home games, let's make sure we win on the field and off the field. We've got to make sure that when we, especially in local derbies, that we triple the amount of fans that the opposition's going to bring, because we know with Worthing they're going to bring 400 or 500, so we've got to make sure we treble that. It's as simple as that. The ownership have gone out and put a great deal on the weekend, so let's see how big our support is and how strong the support can be for these players, because like I've said to the players, in football you don't get these opportunities much. You don't get an opportunity where you can grab it by the scruff of the neck and pull it over the line, and I can't do it on my own, the players can't do it on their own. We need the support with us. This is how we were successful last season, and this is how we will be successful this season. So bring your granny, bring your sister, bring your auntie, bring your boyfriend, your girlfriend. We need this place packed on Saturday.